taught us this truth, okay, and who teach the correct doctrine of the scriptures. That's what we're going to start off with. All right, and we want to give a sincere shalom to the elect out there teaching this truth in all honesty and sincerity in these last days, and that are laboring in these last days, man. And, you know, the Passover was a little less than a month ago, and every time around the Passover, you see all these nonsense doctrines come out, man. You know, and then you got these guys who think, well, it's around the Passover time, why am I getting all these wicked thoughts and different doctrines in my head? But they don't check themselves, man. But that's because the Most High makes this come out every year, man, to sift out the undesirables, man, to shake up the undesirables, man, so that people get in their personal feelings, you know, because that's really what weeds a lot of guys out of this truth, is they get in their personal feelings when it comes to what the Bible says, man. We're gonna start off with Jeremiah 23. Because I mean, just when you thought promoting adultery was the thing, just the other day you got clowns saying that we can't eat meat.
Right.
All right.
This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 23 and verse 1. It says, "Woe be unto the pastors that destroy and scatter the sheep of my pasture, saith the Lord."
And that's what they do. They destroy and they scatter the sheep, man. You know, they make you come under the will of men, okay, instead of the will of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua. Okay, the Most High gave us liberty, man. He didn't give us liberty to break the law, but he gave us liberty to eat meat. Like, what the hell's wrong with you guys, man?
And something as simple as saying that you can't eat meat, that means that Yahweh Shai went off. Because the title of that video was, if you eat meat, you're going to go be burnt in the lake of fire. So you saying Yahweh Shai is going off, King David, and most of our forefathers, Isaac, you know? So that's a dumbass doctrine, man. A lot of you guys are just making videos because you want attention. Keep going.
Yeah.
It says, "Therefore, thus saith the Lord, power of Israel, against the pastors that feed my people, ye have scattered my flock and driven them away, and have not visited them. Behold, I will visit upon you the evil of your doing, saith the Lord."
Right, the evil upon your doings, man. And we know that there's famines coming around the corner.
Yep.
So you wanna tell brothers, you know, what they can and can't do, you know, then that could come upon you, man. The Lord said that what? He was gonna bring upon you what? Your wicked imaginations. Okay, guys that like that ISUPK clown with the sunglasses, man. I've seen that dude in videos since I came to the truth, and I don't think I've ever seen him without those fucking shades, man. Well, the common saying is what? That the eyes are what? The window to your soul, man.
Yeah.
So when somebody's constantly covering their eyes up, okay, that means that's a sign that you shouldn't trust them, man. That's bad body language.
It says, "And I will gather the remnant of my flock out of all countries, whether I have driven them, and I will bring them again to their folds, and they shall be fruitful and increase."
That's all about the awakening of our people, man.
Yep.
To the right doctrines, okay? Because a lot of you guys are just set up to the non-desirables, okay? Because I mean, come on, man. You got guys clapping. You got guys clapping over somebody instructing another man to
another man's wife.
Yeah, to commit adultery with another man's wife. I don't even like saying the full term that he said. And then he's saying, what was he saying? Kensington's got better heroin
in the
than
Lord,
New York City.
And the Lord is showing you Israelites who not to follow, because there's a lot of there's a lot of Israelite groups out there that's constantly making these simple, you know, stupid statements, man. A guy saying, well, if I was, what that dude say, if I was Chris Rock, I would pop Will Smith's wife. How you teaching that amongst the congregation, man? Why would you even say some shit like that?
Jump down to 14. Yeah, that's
14. All right, let me read 4. Let me read 4 real quick. Wow. Jeremiah 23 and 4. "And I will set up shepherds over them, which shall feed them, and they shall fear no more, nor be dismayed, neither shall they be lacking, saith the Lord." skipping down to verse 14. Jeremiah chapter 23 and verse 14. It says, I have seen also in the prophets of Jerusalem an horrible thing. They commit adultery and walk in lies.
Right, and they're pushing you to do it, man. They're pushing you to do that shit. Now, I'm not saying that that guy's committing adultery, but if you're teaching it, you might as well be doing it.
You should have never made a statement like that. You should have. And ISUPK, I believe, they the ones that said. No, I don't know if they were the ones that said it, but John the Baptist wasn't in the truth.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
You know, they said that you could have sex on the Sabbath.
No. Who's checking this shit?
Right.
Is Yohana checking this shit? No, he's not. Does he? He probably doesn't even know. He's probably sitting there eating fucking Popeyes, man.
Let me read that again. Jeremiah 23 and 14. I have seen also in the prophets of Jerusalem an horrible thing. They commit adultery and walk in lies. They strengthen also the hands of evildoers, that none doeth return from his wickedness.
Right, and that's what these people do, man. They say, okay, this is an Israelite camp, you know, that I agree with. You know, I know I'm an Israelite, and they're teaching the smooth things that they want to hear.
And
okay,
and they spoke about anal sex at one point.
Yes, they
did.
did.
The ISUPK. They said you could do whatever you want with your woman. And then Yohana made that funny statement, talk about do it in the butt. All these things are true, man.
Yeah, we ain't making
nothing up. We ain't making this up. All this, it's all recorded on video.
And Scripture says that what you strengthen the evildoers, man.
Yep.
And that's what you do, man. You got all these other camps bigging you up, man, not coming against you. Okay, and then another doctrine's gonna come out, and then another doctrine's gonna come out. It seems like Great Millstone's got to fight off ISUPK, Sakari, and IUIC all at the same damn time.
And that's ultimately because we're defenders of the gospel. Like Bishop Nate, I was happy when he called on the name of the Lord, but then he turned around and said that there was never going to be a time of Jacob's trouble, which he said that. Yeah, and then, you know, brothers make videos and they go back to the video where he said that, and then now he's saying, I never said there wasn't going to be a time of Jacob's trouble.
He said it.
But you said it, because I remember that video. So the Most High is just exposing all you guys, man.
And then he said, what did he say some years back? He said, he was talking about 50 years from now, we're going to have all these schools and hospitals. You know, back when they were opening up all those Israelite schools all over the place.
Because ultimately they want to build in Babylon. It says, let's let it go by. It says, and walk in lies, they strengthen also the hands of evildoers, that none doeth return from his wickedness. They are all of them unto me as Sodom, and the inhabitants thereof as Gomorrah.
Which means that what? They're going to be destroyed, man. They're going to be left for that destruction. Like the scriptures say, it shall be more tolerable in that day for Sodom and Gomorrah than it will be in that city. And that's talking about America, man. The Lord is leaving you behind to be the next Sodom and Gomorrah.
It says, therefore, thus saith the Lord power of hosts concerning the prophets, behold, I will feed them wormwood and make them drink the water of gall.
Feed them wormwood, which is another word for what? For bitterness, poison. Okay, so the Lord is gonna start punishing you guys, man. And since you're all about the filthy lucre, he could start by having your members fucking leave in droves.
Yep. It says, for from the prophets of Jerusalem is profaneness gone forth into all the land.
Right, and that is profane, man. Okay, tell a man to do another man's wife. An Israelite man at that. That's profane.
That's off.
That's
That's
outside
off.
the temple.
Yep.
It's outside. It's way outside the what the law allows.
It says, thus saith the Lord of hosts, hearken not unto the words of the prophets that prophesy unto you. They make you vain. They speak a vision of their own heart and not out of the mouth of the Lord.
Well, hey, man, the Lord said that that he has deceived that prophet, those guys that believe that nonsense that gets sent down to him from whatever wicked spirit is working on their minds.
And Captain Tazariak went on camera and justified it. You know, he didn't really say that the one dude said anything wrong. He basically justified it.
And on those guys that saying that you're going off for eating meat, those dudes probably just turned vegan all of a sudden, and now they want to push their shit on everybody else.
Yeah,
Right.
how you gonna keep the Passover?
Yeah, that's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. Now, I was watching Yashawamba's video last night, and there's nothing wrong because some brothers abstain from meat. Some brothers might not eat meat because, like he said, they might have seen a video about meat and then they just like, I ain't eating that shit. There's nothing wrong with that. But saying that you're gonna be destroyed if you eat meat is off. You know?
Now, do we as Babylonians probably eat too much meat in this society? I would say so. Okay, because you know you gotta have a balance to everything. You know, maybe we should eat more plants, but
even
to,
that's
to
defiled.
make that, yeah, to say
Everything is defiled.
to say that somebody's gonna get judged for that is
Right.
a whole other thing entirely.
You can eat 100% so-called vegan. You can go to this shit at Whole Foods is defiled.
It's GMO.
It's
A lot
all-
of
it's-
them seedless and shit.
Yeah, it's all off. You know, in other words, we can't win. There's no winning in this society.
And the fruits and vegetables have been modified so much over the years, man. Like carrots used to be purple, and what was it? Eggplants used to be white, and peaches used to be small and hard. All kinds of shit. Watermelon used to have a lot more the white rind instead of the red. You know, but that's Esau, man. He designs the fruits so that they got a lot more sugar now, because sugar is addictive.
You got something?
Yeah, just going into that situation with the people saying if you eat meat, it's the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 14, verse 1. Ye are the children of the Lord your God. Ye shall not cut yourselves, nor make baldness between your eyes for the dead. For thou art a holy people unto the Lord thy God. And the Lord has chosen thee to be a peculiar people unto himself above all nations that are upon the face of the earth. Thou shalt not eat any abominable thing. These are the beasts which ye shall eat.
Right.
The ox, that's the meat.
Yep. Ox, hey, brothers
We
that
can
eat
eat
oxtails.
it. It just says you shall eat.
It's in the law that shall go so hard to keep.
Yep.
The ox, the sheep,
Yep.
the goat,
Mm-hmm.
the heart. And somebody had just came up to me and it's like, oh, why y'all only talk about eating pork? Well, you're gonna do the dietary law right here.
Yep.
And all these is meat.
Used to like to eat.
And every beast that parteth the hoof, vegetables don't got hoofs. So what is he talking about? He's talking
And
about
I was gonna say even fowls of the air. That's meat. Birds.
Yeah.
Because I believe in the wilderness, the Lord gave us quail. And quail is it says I looked it up last night. Quail is actually better for you than chicken because it's got more vitamins in it. But we don't eat quail really, you know.
Yeah.
But that's those little the real small birds. But they got a high vitamin source inside of them.
Well, hey, what was it last year? It was around this time. Somebody was trying to say that we can't eat chicken because they don't fly.
And the
That's
turkey.
bullshit. All you got to do is go on YouTube, and there's plenty of videos of chickens flying, man.
Yep.
The reason why they don't fly off the coop is because they clip their wings so they can't fly high.
And also it was
Idiots.
the turkey doctrine last year. Well, I don't know if it was last year, but it was some dude saying you can't eat turkey. And then they put up the picture of the turkey vulture, which is totally different than the turkey. The turkey is domesticated, if I'm saying it right. The turkey vulture flies around and eats dead shit. Turkeys don't do that. It's two different birds.
This the book of, and then going into Captain Zariak with the adultery. This Proverbs chapter 6 verse 29. So he that goes into his neighbor's wife, whosoever touch her shall not be innocent.
Yep. And that guy clearly said, I forgot his name. the dude in the ISUPK, he clearly said,
The sunglasses.
With the sword.
he said he said Chris Rock can't beat Will Smith in the fight, but you know how he should get him back? He should fuck his wife. Exactly, that's what he said, man. So
He
the
said-
Most
and
High,
then he said-
the Most High gonna get that dude.
And then he said he ain't a man if he don't do it.
It say, men do not despise a thief if he steal to satisfy his soul, and when he is hungry. But if he be found, he shall restore sevenfold. He shall give all the substance of his house. But whoso committeth adultery with a woman lacks understanding,
Ooh.
and he that does it destroys his own soul.
Now the right thing to do, if he needs to repent from what he said. He needs to go on camera and repent and say I was going off. That would be his best bet.
And he shouldn't be allowed to teach anymore.
If I was in that classroom and he said that shit, you would have heard my chair go. I would have got right up. I'm out of here.
Outta here.
This dude crazy.
He
man.
also needs to step down, man.
Yeah.
Like, you got to step down.
Nah, he gotta
saying
get
something
kicked out.
like that.
Yeah, he got to go. Go ahead.
It say, a wound and dishonor shall he get, and his reproach shall not be wiped away. For jealousy is the rage of a man, therefore he will not spare in the day of vengeance. And if he fucking smacked the shit out of him for putting his wife's name in his mouth, imagine what he'd do to him for fucking his wife.
Right. Exactly.
Then he was trying to tell him that Kensington's got better heroin than New York
Yeah,
City.
yeah.
Dumb shit. Like, what the hell? How would you know?
Hey, cause they got that drug program. ISUPK got that ex-con drug program.
Oh, yeah.
They know where all the drugs at, you know.
12 steps for the 12 tribes of Israel.
Yeah.
Can I bring out just one simple precept? This is the law. Exodus chapter 20, verse 14. Thou shalt not commit adultery.
Simple, right? A lot of guys are taken and confused by the simplicity of Yahweh Shai, which we know, Yahweh Shai comes in the law and in the volume of the book.
I got a precept. This is 1 Timothy chapter 4, verse 1.
I'm holding that right now.
Oh, okay. You can speak on it then. It says, now the Spirit speaketh expressly that in the latter times some shall depart from the faith, giving heed to seducing spirits and doctrines of devils.
Right, and we see this every year at the Passover, like we've been saying. Somebody comes up with some new doctrine and say, hey, brothers, you've been learning it the wrong way. I got the right way. That's just a seducing spirit getting into their mind.
They're reading the book of Jubilee and shit, bringing that into the, look, brothers, read this.
Oh man, it's
You know?
spiritual. Because on the way back from what was it, Passover camp, right? Oh yeah, we seen that one dude that was in the camp, and now and I said, hey man, how's it going? Keep it quick with him. He was talking about the book of Enoch and all kinds of shit. I was like, man, I gotta go later.
Yeah. Gotta keep just read the scriptures and the Apocrypha, man. That's all we need right now. You don't need to go into the book of Enoch and the book of Jubilee and all that stuff. Because if you're not,
Sure.
even if you grounded in the truth, still don't read that shit, man. Leave it alone.
The Dead Sea Scrolls,
You know?
where Mary Magdalene has her own chapters in her own book in it. Oh man.
Hey, we had a brother in the camp. We had a young brother in the camp. We thought he was cool, you know. He started reading them books, and then he bugged out, you know. It says, speaking lies and hypocrisy, having their conscience seared with a hot iron, forbidding to marry and commanding to abstain from meats, which the Most High have created to be received with
Oh,
thanksgiving.
you got it.
Con. Forbidding to marry.
Right, forbidding to marry. Hey, we tell brothers, man, you shouldn't be, settling down in this society. But hey, if you got a woman and she does good to you, then
Right.
it is what it is. We're not telling you not to marry. We're just telling, just be cautious.
Yeah, focus more on this. It says, speaking lies and hypocrisy, having their conscience seared with a hot iron, forbidding to marry and commanding, right? If you don't eat meat, if you eat meat, you're going to be in the lake of fire. Like, that's a commandment. commanding to abstain from meats which the Most High have created, which the brother read in the law, to be received with thanksgiving of them which believe and know the truth. For every creature of the Most High is good and nothing to be refused if it be received with thanksgiving. Now that don't mean you could just pray over some swine and eat it. The Most High made everything good. You could just do that. Nah, man. You know, you can't break the law just because you think you have grace.
Right.
That's what Christians do, man. Pray over. You just pray over it. It'll be all right. You know.
And a lot of these Christians, they use the grace period as a license to sin.
Right. Exactly.
And when they say all of the things of the Most High is good, like they all got their purpose.
Yeah.
Like
right. Like a pig is good for the earth.
Yeah.
It serves its purpose.
You know, shrimp and crab and
Yeah,
shit.
they
doing their thing.
right. They serve their purpose. They clean the ocean.
Y'all stopping them from doing their thing, like eating them.
Cause I believe a shrimp. I believe they actually eat the feces of the fish. You know. But then a nigga will put that shit in some cocktail sauce or fry it and upload it on TikTok and get 200,000 views and some good ass comments.
Oh, forget the crab legs. They're getting a 500,000 for the crab legs.
Right. That was it on there. I got something else. 1 Timothy, I'm gonna go down a couple verses. 1 Timothy 4:12. It says, "Let no man despise thy youth, but be thou an example to the believers.
Ooh.
In word, in conversation, in charity, in spirit, in faith, in purity."
Oh, is that a statement of purity and being a good example?
Yeah.
By saying that Chris Rock should get the best heroin in Philly and drunk up his wife? Come on, man.
Yeah, you're supposed to, if you the elders and people on top of the church supposed to be giving like wise counsel to the people at the lower level people. So now the congregation heard that. What you think they gonna do when somebody smack them?
Right.
Try to go fuck their wife.
Well, the elder said, "This the best revenge." You know,
That's revenge.
the best revenge is adultery.
And the scriptures say, let the blind lead the blind.
They both shall fall into a ditch.
Those that follow him, both shall fall into a ditch.
It says, "Till I come, give attendance to reading, exhortation, to doctrine."
It's a doctrine, man, because you don't want to be slipped up in these doctrines, man.
Yep.
They'll wash you right out. They'll wash you right out. Right out the truth. They'll wash you with that filthy water. We're trying to get washed with that clean spiritual water, that living water.
It says, "Neglect not the gift that is in thee, which was given thee by prophecy, with the laying on the hands of the presbytery."
And every year when these new doctrines come out, what happens with them guys? Their doctrines come out, and then we never hear from them.
Right.
They disappear. They fall off the face of the planet. Who, like that one dude with the he was in San Francisco. The question of the day.
Oh yeah, I forgot his name. Yeah, the bald head.
Yeah. You laugh.
It says, "Meditate upon these things, give thyself wholly to them, that thy profiting may appear before all. Take heed unto thyself and unto the doctrine, continue in them, for in doing this thou shalt both save thyself and them that hear thee." So when you take heed unto the doctrine, you know, and you go out and you teach, the Most High can he'll if you're faithful, he'll deliver you. You know, and even brothers that may not be in the camps and you come out every week and you listen, you know, those brothers could be of the elect as well. You know, just because you ain't in the camp and you ain't got on the garment, don't mean nothing. If you got the faith in the Lord and you believe, then the Most High could deliver you too. You know, that's what it's about. It's about faith and belief. You know?
This is Isaiah 66:15 and the points in 17. "For behold, the Lord will come with fire, and with his chariots like a whirlwind, to render his anger with fury, and his rebuke with flames of fire." Okay, which is going to be part of that whatever's going to swallow up them meat eaters that you guys keep pushing, man. "For by fire and by his sword will the Lord plead with all flesh, and the slain of the Lord shall be many, They that sanctify themselves and purify themselves in the gardens behind one tree in the midst, eating swine's flesh, and the abomination and the mouse shall be consumed together, saith the Lord. So it doesn't say anything about every kind of meat. It's very specific, the scripture. It says swine, abomination, which is abominable foods listed in Leviticus and Deuteronomy, okay, and the mouse shall be consumed together, man. For I know their works and their thoughts. It shall come that I will gather all nations and tongues, and they shall come and see my glory. Okay?
Yeah, hey, and brothers prove. I mean, brothers. A lot of times, brothers use this scripture to prove, that you can't eat swine. Because this is talking about the time when the Yahushua is going to come back. So when he comes back, he's going to destroy those who are breaking the dietary law, which also proves that the dietary law, that the law is not done away with.
This is Matthew 23:15. Woe unto you, scribes and Pharisees, hypocrites, for ye compass sea and land to make one proselyte, and when he is made, ye make him twofold more the child of hell than yourselves. Okay, which is what those guys that were clapping their hands, man. They're on their way to being even more wicked than they are, man. Because they're justified by their leaders, man. The scriptures say that the leaders of my people cause them to err. They that are led of them are destroyed.
We're supposed to be teaching our people, the righteousness of the scriptures, man. That's our main focus. You see a lot of these groups, they what group was that? I think it was might have been One Body in Yahushai. Where they was in the classroom marching, they got these dudes marching and yelling, and just teach, man. Just teach the word. That's all we do. We just teach the word. That's how we were taught. The apostles and elders said, go out on the highways and the byways, teach the word, and edify during the week, man. It's all about pushing the works out there. So the elect can be sealed. All that extra shit, you yelling, you screaming, you in the classroom, you got Jakes doing push-ups. We remember that?
Yeah.
IUIC was on that shit, man. Come on, man. Like, this ain't Esau's military. This is Yahweh Shai's army, man. And our job is to teach and preach the word in righteousness. That's it. We don't need to have no special side classes for the women, for the kids. Your woman and your kids are gonna be saved through you, if it be the Lord's will. So you got to make sure you on the right path, man. All that extra shit with all the gimmicks is all bullshit, man. And it's for other Jakes to see and say, well, I'm gonna go join that group, cause they got work programs, and they got ex-con programs, and they give out turkeys and all that shit, man. None of that shit matters if the doctrine ain't correct.
Woe unto you, ye blind guides. Ooh, blind guides, right? Well, hey, that guy's got his blinders on. His shades are so dark I can't even believe he can see out. Which say, whosoever shall swear by the temple, it is nothing. But whosoever shall swear by the gold of the temple, he is a debtor. Ye fools and blind, for whether is greater, the gold or the temple that sanctifieth the gold? And whosoever shall swear by the altar, it is nothing. Whosoever sweareth by the gift that is upon it, he is guilty.
And Yahushua said, a lot of you appear righteous on outwardly, but inwardly you're full of dead man's bones. Mm-hmm. Because they look the part, but they doctrine ain't the part. They spirits ain't right. We was talking about that last week, how all the, they look fancy, but in the spirit they off, man. I got something real quick. You can speak on it. This is 2 Timothy chapter 3, verse 1. It says, know also that in the last days perilous times shall come.
Well, hey, come on, man. Ain't no room for no doctrines now. Look at the shit going on in the world.
Right.
Ain't no room for no doctrines, man.
Mm-hmm.
They're saying that what was it? The Fed wants to do 1 or 2% interest rate hikes. Then you got all these experts saying if they go the 2% route, man, this economy's done. It's gonna crash it.
Yeah, and I seen an article yesterday that Disney got a new attraction called Sodom and Gomorrah.
Yep, I saw that too.
That's crazy. That's perilous times.
And
And then people gonna be rushing to send their kids there to
and the Mickey, the Mickey sign was
Say
wicked backwards.
backwards.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's like plain sight if you spiritual.
Right.
You know. It says, this know also that in the last days perilous times shall come, for men shall be lovers of them own selves, covetous.
Hey, you see that shit with Nate when he was coming out in the Passover and everybody he had to like he was coming out for a fucking championship fight. It was like a diamond shape, a diamond behind him. He's walking.
He was
and
acting
shit.
like Xerxes.
Yeah.
The
You
gold
see the
garment.
shit?
The gold
Yeah, that
garment.
shit was sweet though. That shit was raw as hell. The motherfucker looked like a superhero. But everybody, that shit crazy.
Yeah.
He's like he was the fucking
Came out there
king.
dressed like Ric Flair and shit.
Hey, but when you get how Yahushua came out, he came out humble, man. He's supposed to be humble.
Can I get
That's
that
not.
reset?
He was exalting
Yeah,
himself.
hold on. Yeah.
Let me finish. It says, for men shall be lovers of their own selves, covetous, boasters, proud, blasphemers, disobedient to parents, unthankful, unholy, without natural affection, truce breakers.
Now, if you guys were coming up now, right, in the old school, do you think that the teachers of the old school, like Elder Ariala and Elder Yaikwab, do you think that they would be teaching their congregation to push the jab into their people, man?
Right.
Hell no.
That's why I was gonna get Matthew 23:1. And get the one you wanted to get. They not even giving out good counsel, right? Because when you read Matthew 23, it's more than that.
Oh, you got it.
Read that Matthew 23.
I'll go back.
This is the book of Matthew, chapter 23, verse 1. Then spake Yahushua to the multitude and to his disciples, saying, the scribes and the Pharisees sit in Moses' seat.
Describing the Pharisees today would be Nate, motherfucking Yohana, and
You could throw Alazar in there too,
Alazar.
because those are the ones that's so built on the law as if they don't need Yahushua. You know, because the wicked scribes and Pharisees they didn't accept Yahushua.
Yeah.
So that's the same spirit.
Go ahead.
Verse 3. All therefore, whatsoever they bid you observe.
Yeah, so like when I first came into the truth, you know, if you watch the camps, it was hard to tell the difference between camps because everybody was basically speaking the right thing.
Right.
Now behind the scenes, God, Lord knows what they was doing, but while they was on camera, they was speaking white. Go ahead.
Continuing on. That observe and do, but do not ye after their works, for they say and do not.
They don't even say do not no more. These motherfuckers tell you to take the jab, pop women in the butt, motherfucking teach you all types of wrong doctrine. They not even teaching the right
Sex
no
on
more.
the Sabbath.
Sex on the Sabbath, fucking.
Waxing worse.
And that's the Lord making them do that, because they doing it on camera.
Yeah.
that's the crazy part. They just saying it on YouTube saying it.
They couldn't come out and justify the shit. You got they supposed to say, all right, he was joking. This motherfucker come out talking. No, if you look at
The one
Book of Judges,
scripture, yeah.
the Book of Judges, and he raped him. That's crazy.
I got something right here.
Say the words of the black woman. He said what he said. You know, he said what he said. Go ahead.
This is the book of Philippians, chapter 2, verse 7. But made himself of no reputation,
Yep.
and took upon him the form of a servant, and was made in the likeness of men. And being found in the fashion as a man, he humbled himself and became obedient unto death.
So that's how Yahushua was rolling.
Yep.
Made himself of no reputation.
Yeah, when you read it in the book of Hebrews, it say that he was made a little lower than the angels. Yet he was out serving and healing the people.
Washing your feet.
Yeah, he washed the disciples' feet.
even the death of the cross, wherefore Yahweh also have a highly exalted him and given him a name which is above every name.
He came out to the Passover on a donkey.
Yeah.
He could have fucking had a chariot come drop him off if he wanted to.
That's that humility, man. That's that humility right there. Back in 2 Timothy 3:3, it says, without natural affection, truce breakers, false accusers.
That's what they do to us. They falsely accuse us of stuff, saying, we rape little kids. Like,
That's
for the
weird.
whole, this shit been going on since I came into the truth.
Right.
We rape little kids. When nobody got accused of that.
Yeah, that was straight slander.
No
man.
charges pressed.
Ain't no proof.
But this is this should build you up when you see because this shit is happening. They doing it.
And you guys are on camera putting that shit out there. Just making shit up.
And the Most High gonna judge off of that.
But that's the only thing they can go with. They can't go doctrine for doctrine with us.
Right.
They got to, because they getting hurt.
Then you had Al-Azhar saying that we're getting the jab behind the apostles.
Yeah,
back and all
but
that
you
shit.
hanging with people who got it. Captain Cesariak is your man.
And y'all was still basically partying on the Passover. That still was like a party.
Are they the new joint?
Yeah, y'all was like it was like a big ass club. Y'all bouncing around and
Yeah.
there was no seriousness up in there. Y'all had different camps up in there with you. Y'all was bouncing around, chilling. Y'all still was basically partying, man. Y'all didn't have the strippers and the bars and shit. Y'all was still in that party spirit. And I seen it. It's on Deacon Akai's Instagram, man. Y'all was laughing and chilling and I got my man here. Or during the Passover, man.
And y'all ain't even really supposed to leave the house after.
Fucking niggas, man.
Why are you putting that on? Why are you putting your Passovers on YouTube anyway? If anything, you need to be putting the class up there, and that's it. What the hell are you doing? Every year, these guys got to put their Passovers up there. Like,
Put your
look at us.
Passover on your Instagram page.
Because
It's
they need
attention
men to
whores.
see.
Yeah.
Yep. Oh, hey, let me get.
Please, God, or
It says, fierce despisers of those that are good.
they hate us. You can see when you watch their videos and they talk about us that they hate us. They don't hate ISUPK don't hate IUIC. They don't hate but they hate Great Millstone.
Great Millstone.
I remember when I seen I was in Virginia and I seen the Virginia camp and I was like they was having camp and I ain't come out and just say, oh, I'm from GMS, nothing like this, bringing out scriptures and I was giving precepts and they was reading them and shit. It was like a good little what's the name? I was like he said a couple things I didn't agree with, but I ain't trying to argue with him and shit. I just sat there, you know what I'm saying, and I give precepts. The dude was like, yo, what camp you in? I was like, oh, Great Millstone. Then you just seen his countenance change. Like,
But he was cool with you before you said that.
Yeah.
Yep. It says, traitors, heady, high-minded, lovers of pleasures more than lovers of the Most
Well,
High.
hey, I mean,
You just said they was partying at the Passover.
Yep. Hey, anybody could go type in Deacon Hakai on Instagram and you can see them. They was on a big ass balcony, and then down is like a big ass club, and they all. Yeah, man. Then he got that dumbass caption talking about some dumb shit he said. But it was basically like a big ass. It was like if you seen Jake in the club on a balcony. That's basically what it was. You
look at
know,
some of the music videos they be putting up, man.
we was not
They
in
make
that
it look
spirit,
like-
man.
They be looking. They make it look like being an Israelite is larger than life, man, in their music videos.
Yep.
When really, we're supposed to be suffering on this side.
That's why it says having lovers of pleasures more than lovers of the Most High, because a lot of these Israelites want to do what makes them feel good instead of doing what the Most High wants us to do. It says having a form of godliness but denying the power thereof, from such turn away. For of this sort they are which creep into houses and lead captive silly women, laden with sins, led away with diverse lusts, ever learning and never able to come into the knowledge of truth. That's it.
Isaiah 58:13.
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 58, verse 13. If thou turn away thy foot from the Sabbath,
Because the Passover is the Sabbath. All right, go ahead.
from doing thy pleasure on my holy day,
You doing and that's the holiest of holies. the Passover. Go ahead.
And call the Sabbath a delight, the holy of the Lord.
And not brothers was chilling. Like, after we had our service, brothers was chilling, but we ain't called no hoes.
Right.
You feel me though?
It basically it's a solemn assembly, but after the service, you know, it's basically like fellowshipping with your brothers. Y'all might drink some yayan, y'all chilling, but you in a safe space,
Yeah.
you know.
Honorable, and shall honor him, not doing thine own ways.
That's your own ways. The Lord wasn't in the party spirit during Passover.
He was about to be put to death, technically.
You ain't supposed to. That's your own ways. Going to wherever the fuck y'all was at. Sweet, whatever.
Me personally, I get kind of a little nervous, or you know, kind of scared during that time, because you can't really just be in any type of spirit. Really, during that whole the feast of unleavened bread too. You gotta move different. You gotta just sit down.
Even prior to, you know, approaching the Passover, you gotta really observe your spirit and get prepared. Prepare your spirit so you can, you know, be in the right spirit. Continuing on, and shall honor him, not doing thy own ways, nor finding thine own pleasure, nor speaking thy own words. Verse 14, then shalt thou delight thyself in the Lord, and I will cause thee to ride upon the high places of the earth.
I got something. This is 2 Timothy chapter 3 and verse 13. It says, but evil men and seducers shall wax worse and worse, deceiving and being deceived. But continue thou in the things which thou hast learned and hast been assured of, knowing of whom thou hast learned them. And we were taught to keep the Passover as a solemn assembly. You know, we were taught to keep it in seriousness and in the spirit, and we've always kept it that way. But a lot of the Sakari and those guys, I'm pretty sure they used to keep it that way when they were amongst brothers in GMS, but they branched off, and then they started to do their own thing.
Got comfortable.
And that's the result of being badass children, man.
Hey,
We gonna do it this way. We ain't gonna do it how we was taught. We gonna switch it up.
everybody in every other Israelite group, for the most part, is in their party.
The Passover is a party, basically. You know, and you just not supposed to be in that spirit during that time. That's basically all I'm gonna say on it. You know.
And what's that?
Oh, Salakia. And I believe it was Elder Apostle Gabar said they'll try to use what was it, Hezekiah? They'll try to use his Passover over Yahweh Shai's Passover.
Yeah.
We're supposed to follow. Now, true indeed, his Passover is documented and it's in the scriptures, but we in the New Egypt. So which Passover would you go by?
Right.
You're supposed to go by Yahweh Shai's Passover.
Yahweh Shai ultimately did it the right way. You know, he came and he paved the way for us to follow who?
Matthew 23:5. But all their works they do for it to be seen of men. They make broad their phylacteries and enlarge the borders of their garments, and love the uppermost rooms and feasts and chief seats in the synagogues and greetings in the markets, and to be called of men Rabbi, which we could see Al-Azhar trying to be that guy. You could totally see him, man.
Scholarship.
He might as well be on TikTok. He's such a damn attention
All of them.
whore.
Hey, fucking when they came out, you had fucking women in the crowd crying.
Right.
Like
They was crying,
he
dog.
was Michael Jackson.
Yeah, it was like about 2 or 3 of them I seen putting tissue up to their eyes and shit. Hell nah.
Damn. Sheesh.
Shit, I would be like, hey, but when you look at
He said putting tissue
Yeah,
to the eyes.
get Acts
I got
10 when get Acts 10 where Peter met what's his name, Cornelius. Get Acts the church, Acts the 3rd chapter when the 14th verse.
What verse it is?
It's right where he came and met Peter, and then he fell at his feet. And get Acts 3. And like,
I got Acts 3.
okay.
Which one you want me to get first? 'Cause I'm not sure what verse it
That's
is.
right. Yeah, I know. That's why it's good. It's kind of
Might be 14.
where that's where he's at. Right here, start at 25.
This is Acts chapter 10 and verse. I started at 20,
Yeah.
24. And the morrow after they entered into Caesarea, and Cornelius waited for them, and they called together his kinsmen and near friends. And as Peter was coming in, Cornelius met him and fell down at his feet and worshipped him.
That's what he did when he seen Peter. Because Peter was a great man in Israel. Go ahead.
But Peter took him up, saying, "Stand up. I myself also am a man."
That's what Nate was supposed to do. Hold on, man. Stop, don't fucking cry for me. Get that to Yahweh Shai.
Right.
Hey, even the angel did that, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah,
That's a fact.
It says, and as he talked with him, he went in and found many that were come together. That was the point.
Yeah.
Because, like the brother said, Peter was actually the head disciple, and Cornelius was probably a little they call it today starstruck. So he worshiped Peter. Peter said, "Man, get up. I'm just a man,"
Yeah.
That's beautiful.
Get Acts 3 and 12.
This is the book of Acts, chapter 3, verse 12. And when Peter saw it, he answered unto the people.
Matter of fact, start at maybe you gotta start at
Acts chapter 3, verse 11. And as the
Lame.
which was healed,
That's the lame man.
and as the lame man which was healed held Peter and John.
That's because Peter and John held him through the name of Yahweh Shai. Go ahead.
All the people ran together unto them in the porch that is called Solomon's, greatly wondering.
Yeah, so after Peter and John healed the lame man that been lame since birth, all the people came up rushing up to them, like they was somebody. Go ahead.
And when Peter saw it, he answered unto the people, "Ye men of Israel, why marvel ye at this?
Go ahead.
Or why look ye so earnestly on us,
He like, yo, why y'all looking at me? John, why y'all like we did? Go ahead.
as though by our own power or holiness we had made this man to walk? The power of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, the power of our fathers, have glorified his son Yahushua, whom ye delivered up and denied him in the presence of Pilate when he was determined to let him go."
So basically, the point was that he gave all the glory to Yahweh. When they came up, they healed the man.
Yep.
They gave it. That's what Commander General Yohanan supposed to do.
Well, Yohanan said he was right under Yahushua, the commanding general Yohanan, right on. He skipped King David and everybody else.
And they got that disclaimer on their videos. It is if it is not of commanding General Yohanan, it is not of the Lord. They put that on every one of their videos.
And then Nate is still calling Great Millstone the bum camp because he's lifted up with pride,
Yeah, that's crazy.
But, here it is. He's over there flashing, in his purple, but his doctrine is all off. So I'd rather be the bum camp with the correct doctrine than the flashy camp with the incorrect doctrine.
Hey, Nate,
That's a compliment.
What would you be doing if it weren't for your congregation paying for your $500,000 gated community house, man?
Right.
Which is publicly listed. Okay,
We listed.
you'd still be a cop. Detective Nathaniel Ray.
Hey, but hey, it's like Shai brought this out last week, so I'm gonna bring it out again. This is the book of James, chapter 2, verse 5. Hearken, my beloved brethren, have not Yahweh chose the poor of this world, rich in faith and hearers of the kingdom, which he hath promised to them that love him. You know, so the Lord chose the poor of this world,
Rich in faith,
rich in faith.
you know, because ultimately the scriptures tell us, and I think it's Luke the 6th chapter, it says, "Woe unto you that are rich, for you have received your consolation." So, you know, it's okay if you don't have it on this side. The Most High set it up that way. And the scriptures say, "Give me neither poverty nor riches." So the Most High has it set up to where we're able to, have jobs and have daily bread and just be content in this life. But in the kingdom of heaven, that's when we're going to get our crowns, and that's when the riches and everything is going to come. We weren't set up on this side to have a lot of substance and have a lot of things. Our lot is to teach the word of the Most High. And I'm okay with that.
Yep.
Because I'm glad that I know the truth. I'd rather know the truth and have daily bread than be an Israelite that's got a lot of substance and don't know shit.
Right.
And what the hell could you do with money these days? You really can't do shit, man. You need the damn jab to do anything significant.
Hey, in Proverbs say, wisdom is better than riches.
Rubies.
That's right.
This book of Matthew, chapter 11, verse 7. And as they departed, Yahushua began to teach the multitude concerning John. What went you out into the wilderness to see? A reed shaking with the wind? But what went you out to see? A man clothed in soft raiment? Behold, they that wear soft clothing are in kings' houses. So he was wearing king's clothing at his Passover.
Yeah, because Nate, Bishop Nathaniel of the IUIC, he's living very comfortably right now. He don't have a worry in the world. He's good. He has a lot of money.
Hey, remember that video? He said, in the next 20 years.
Yeah, that's what you said earlier.
Oh, yeah.
One time it was 50, and then it went down to 20. So who knows?
Want to build this, build that.
Because you got to think, that dude's got to have like a mini garment factory, man. Because you can't wear another color.
His wife makes all the garments, man. They're making all you IUIC members. You gotta get your garments through Nate.
Yeah.
And his wife owns the factory, man.
You can't come in IU. If I was to join the IUIC today, I couldn't wear this. They say you got to, nah, brother. You got to, yeah, you got to get you a different. You got to get some purple
Bum
one.
like garments, man.
Yeah, you got a bum-like garment. You can't get that. I mean, what type of shit is that? Really think about it.
We're Hebrew
What if I like my garment? You know?
We're Hebrew Israelites, not hobo Israelites, brother.
Yeah, but in the book of John, it say, judge not according to appearance, but
Yep.
judge righteous judgment.
Yep.
We ain't supposed to look at what a man got on and fuck that, he a bum.
Uh-huh. This is Proverbs 8:6. Hear, for I will speak of excellent things, and the opening of my lips shall be right things, for my mouth shall speak truth.
Yo, Esau funny as hell, bro. Esau see brothers, man. And it's all right though. They practicing for when they really gotta run.
We gotta be a spectacle to them.
Yeah, nah, they won't even walk by. Oh my God. Start pinching the nose real quick, tighten the mask up and shit. You know. Go ahead, bro.
Jesus Christ.
For my mouth shall speak truth, and wickedness is an abomination to my lips.
Yep.
All the words of my mouth are in righteousness.
Mm.
There is nothing forward or perverse in them. They are all plain to him that understandeth. Right, it's plain to him that understandeth, man. You're going out there, you're telling somebody to knock another man's wife, man. That shows a lack of understanding, man. The scripture said that wickedness is an abomination to the Lord's lips, man. And to his servants.
That's why it's gonna be a beautiful time when the Lord fulfills Hebrews the 8th chapter, when He's gonna put the law, statutes, and commandments in our inward parts. You know, that's gonna be a beautiful time for all Israel, because there's gonna come a time where Israel as a nation, they're not gonna sin anymore. You know, everything starts with the elect, but like the Apostle Paul said, all Israel is gonna be eventually saved. Not on the first trip, but in the kingdom of heaven, all Jake is gonna be good. And that's gonna be a good time, because we're not gonna, as the scriptures say, we're not gonna have to teach every man his neighbor saying know the Lord. So we're not gonna be correcting Jake in the kingdom. Oh, brother, y'all gonna be good as a nation. You know?
You gotta watch somebody watch your wife like this.
Hey, because in the kingdom, look, our women are gonna be perfect.
Yeah.
I'm talking about the baddest Instagram model gonna look like a bum bitch to our women in the kingdom. And you gonna be able to go up to a brother, your wife gonna be right there looking perfect. His wife might look perfect. Your thought is not gonna be, oh shit.
Right.
You gonna be programmed to. It's like it feels like it's impossible, but it's not. It's not impossible.
And they're gonna be wearing modest apparel.
Modest apparel.
Man.
Yeah.
You ain't gonna be able to see that the camel clutch.
Yep.
Everything's gonna be in its rightful order, the way the Lord intended it to be.
You're not gonna think to look. You know, you ain't gonna cut your eye. You know, you gonna be perfect, and it's not impossible. Impossible as it may seem, man. The Lord is gonna have us perfectly programmed to where we're not gonna sin, man.
That's right.
We gonna chill with the animals, man. We gonna enjoy our children. You know, we gonna enjoy, because the earth was really made to be a paradise. You know, we gonna enjoy the earth, man. Whatever y'all got, or you can keep going on that.
Verse 10, receive my instruction and not silver, and knowledge rather than choice gold. Wisdom is better than rubies,
Yep.
and all the things that may be desired are not to be compared to it.
Because money in this society is a god, man. Jake will clown you if that nigga broke.
Yeah.
You know, they'll clown you if you ain't got money, or they'll look down on you. They won't hang with you because you got less than them.
Hey, it's crazy because it said, read that part again, that last part. It said that rubies and all that ain't even supposed to even get compared to it.
For wisdom is better than rubies, and all the things that may be desired are not to be compared to it.
Anything you could desire, you can't even compare it to the wisdom of the Lord, because through that wisdom, it say wisdom in Isaiah 33, and knowledge.
Oh, to be the stability of thy times. Yeah,
That's what's going to get us saved.
and it also says their silver and their gold, they gonna cast it in the streets.
Yeah.
Cause what's a man with substance gonna do when all hell is breaking loose? You know, if he don't got the protection or the hedge, then he gonna get shaken up.
This shit is all fucking fake anyway, man. You got
Right.
people buying pictures of apes for $100, then reselling them for $500,000.
Yeah, come on, man.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah, it don't make no sense.
That shit crazy, man.
This is the book of Isaiah chapter 33, verse 6. And wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times, and strength of salvation. The fear of the Lord is his treasure.
Yeah, so that's what's gonna hold us down in the time of trouble. The knowledge of Yahweh Shai, the wisdom. Because ultimately, we out here teaching about the perilous times that's gonna come. So when it comes, it's not gonna overtake us as a thief like these other people, man. The Lord is gonna have a hedge around us. He's gonna keep us stable, Lord willing. So it's better to have this right now. This is sacred.
Right.
This is better than gold and silver.
Right.
This is that spiritual money. You know? Because this Federal Reserve note ain't backed by nothing anyway. It's all like the brother Yasharan said, this money is fake. Now we understand we need it to pay bills and we need it to get by in the society, but we are not to worship it. I'm chasing the bag, you know, none of that shit, man. Because ultimately we just gotta go by the daily bread that Yahweh Shem Yahshai gives us.
You know, a lot of the,
And sometimes the Lord will give you extra, because the Lord will give you some blessings. He might give you some extra money. You know, you might come across some extra money. That's good.
And a lot of the value, well, you know, money's supposed to be measured in gold and silver, but a lot of the value of the dollar is measured in fucking speculation, man. It's just, that's why it's called a fiat currency. Fiat means what? So be it. Okay, it's the currency because they said it is, and it's got that value because they said it does.
Yep.
What happens when they lose confidence in that value? Then it goes to shit. Gold and silver throughout history has always stayed at least some kind of price level.
And the elites got all that.
It's the book of Tobit, chapter 4, verse 19. Blessed be the Lord Yahweh always, and desire of him. Blessed be the Lord of power, Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, always, and desire of him that thy ways may be directed, and that all thy paths and counsel may prosper. For every nation have not counsel, but the Lord himself give all good things. He humbleth whom he will, as he will. Now therefore, my son, remember my commandments, neither let them be put out of thy mind. And fear not, my son, that we are made poor. For thou hast much wealth, if you fear Yahweh, and depart from all sin, and do that which is pleasing in his sight.
Well, look at the rich man versus the poor man. You know, the rich man, as soon as he encounters a stressful situation, he's all over the place. He's looking for a way to get out of it by using his money, because that's all he knows how to do. Okay, if you took the banking system away from the Rothschilds, they would die. They wouldn't know what the hell to do. You know, they couldn't scrounge day to day like the average person.
Yeah,
you know?
but the poor man been hiding so much, he'd have been like, fuck
Man,
it.
he gonna make it. He
That
gonna,
just-
man, he good,
That
man.
shit happened. I was there last week. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Cashing in pop cans for groceries.
Yeah,
I've been
man.
there.
He gonna find a way,
And he got that faith because he know it been happening.
Right.
and he gonna rub them two pieces of bread together and smile and be good. You know. And that's, like I said, that's basically us in this society. You know, but there is brothers that have high paying jobs and they all right. You know, and the Lord uses those brothers to help other brothers that you may be in the jam or something. You know, and those brothers will help out. But I'm talking about as a nation of people. Jake is effed up on this side, man. So, like the brother just read, we're actually wealthy because we fear the Lord. You know, we fear the Lord, man. Wealthy in spirit.
Well, hey, it says in Revelation 2:9, I know thy poverty, but thou art rich.
But thou art rich. And quoting what we just said a little while ago, the Lord chose the poor in this world rich in faith. Got anything else?
Sirach, chapter 13, verse 21. A rich man beginning to fall is upheld by his friends,
Yep.
but a poor man being down is thrust away by his friends.
Right.
A rich man is fallen, he hath many helpers, he speak things not to be spoken, yet men justify him.
Yeah, cause he's rich. And this, so he has a like a lot of rappers. You know, these rappers that got, you know, low level millions. They actually got if they say something, niggas will flock to that shit. Oh, yo, Meek Mill or X, Y, and Z said this.
They're idols to those people.
Right,
Man.
they're idols. But if a poor man say something, they're not gonna hearken. They're not gonna listen. Go ahead.
It said the poor man slips, yet they rebuke him too. He spake wisely and could have no place. A rich man speaks, every man holds his tongue, and look what he says.
Yep.
They extol it to the clouds. But if a poor man speaks, they say, what is this fellow? If he stumbles, they will help overthrow him.
Yeah, like, so basically, the rich man's word is the word of the Most High to these people.
Yeah,
But here it is, the truth is with the lowly.
yeah.
The truth is with the lowly in this society,
And
man.
that's what they do to us. What the hell is these dudes talking
Right,
about?
they looking at you.
Go get a job.
Right. Like I said, they walking past the camp, pinching their nose, make sure it's on tight, you know? It's crazy. It's backwards. Go ahead.
James chapter 2 verse 5 was already read, so I'm going to continue on to verse 6. But ye have despised the poor, do not rich men oppress you and draw you before the judgment seat? Do not they blaspheme that worthy name by that which ye are called?
And that's what that's what the rich people do in this society. They oppress you.
Uh-huh.
Surely oppression maketh a wise man mad.
Because most of the problems in this society are caused by them. But they want you to vote for their particular candidate to solve the problem. And really, they were a part of it, man. Like all this shit with the climate change. You see that shit going around, man. With the climate change, man. All these yuppies and shit. All these Biden lovers. Really, those are the dudes that are causing all the fucking problems, man.
They order up kale, they make the problem and they create the solution.
And they make it seem like you're the problem. They're really the ones that are causing the problems.
And you Israelites shouldn't be fucking voting anyway, but we know you're gonna still do it. But you shouldn't be voting, man. Y'all was high up Trump's ass when he was in office, but the society was actually better. Biden got in there, started doing a lot of freaky weirdo shit. Your gas prices went up. He promised you your student loans was gonna go away. Y'all believed all that shit, man. Inflation and that. Now look at you. You know, so that's what you gonna learn from trusting in these Edomites, man.
And now they're saying they might have to kill the economy just to stop the inflation, or else it's gonna get out of control. They won't be able to contain it. Which it already looks like it's spiraling out of control. But, you know.
Hey, so with that, Lord willing, you brothers and sisters were edified. We want to give all praise, honor, and glory
To Yahweh, Ba'Shem, Yahushai, Ba'Shem, Rakakudash.
double honor to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who taught us this truth through the Holy Spirit. Peace and blessings and salutations to the elect. Lord willing, we'll see you brothers next week. Shalom.
Shalom.